Oh, man.
You know what it is, y'all. Savage AF.
Savage.
Forget your feelings. Facts matter.
Yeah, we're not going to cuss the first 5 minutes, but then after that 5 minutes, it's going to be a plethora of profanity that you cannot understand. It's going to be just the worst stuff you've ever heard in your life, but good stuff. Just good bad news.
Cuss poetry. You know what it is.
Cuss poetry. Just
Savage AF though, man. Forget your feelings. Facts matter. That's our motto. We talk politics, hot topics, current events. We are your host. I am Black Pedro. This man here.
And I am Genghis Shang.
Shanghis Khan.
That's Shanghis Khan. No, I'm comedian Shang. And make sure that you check us out on all social media platforms. You got to check us out on the Instagrammage. What is it called? The Grammage?
Do damage on the Grammage.
The Instagram. The Instagram. Blue Sky. What else?
Threads.
Make sure you check us out on all of those. And also,
at Black Pedro.
At Comedian Shang. And if you don't subscribe to the channel, I hope that your grandmother gets pushed down a flight of steps. Subscribe to the channel. What part of that don't y'all understand?
I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, but some people, they do it real professionally. Like, hey, if you like what you saw, subscribe to the channel. No. Grandmother.
We are threatening families here.
Man,
that's what we're doing here on Savage AF. All right, so what he's referring to is our YouTube channel. That's where all of our shows are archived. Go to youtube.com/C, like the letter.
Yeah.
/Savage AF World, all one word. One word.
One word.
youtube.com/C/Savage AF World. That's our YouTube channel there. You can catch us on Facebook as well. SavageA.F.
Yes.
Is how you want to look at that. That's our fan
page. And also, you can subscribe and share. That's the important part I just found out about. Yeah. You can share. Sharing is caring. And if you don't share, then you're just a piece of feces.
You know who you are. You know you are. We're like heroin. You know, it's like if you do it all yourself, if you just kept this all to yourself, you're going to die. Okay? Don't do that. Don't OD do that. On Savage AF. Share it, but clean your needle first.
And we got some topics we're going to talk about. People been talking about them, but they're not talking about them like we talk about them. We talk about them, I say uncensored, filthy, unclean.
Yeah, I mean we
not filthy. That's the wrong words.
We give you politics, hot topics, and current events, and then I don't give a fluff kind of style.
Yeah.
Now the algorithm, okay, and I didn't even know Al Gore had rhythm, but the algorithm tells us not to curse too early,
right? Or
we scare white ladies at the grocery store, apparently.
Right?
Okay, and
I don't even know why you said that.
Well, because that's what
that
the
was.
algorithm.
Hey, man.
No, I looked at the algorithm.
Is that something you do normally?
It said in Des Moines specifically.
Yeah.
We are terrifying white women at the grocery store. We don't want when we curse too early.
We don't want any of the white women to be like, "Oh my God, those Savage AFers." I can't even go to Whole Foods now.
We are Savage AF, y'all.
So that's a new one, Savage AFers.
Shout out to anybody out there who is following us. We do appreciate it. Again, hit us on all the social media platforms. Without followers, Shang, do you realize that we lose a comedian every 13.48 seconds? Right. Without followings, comedians we're not even human beings, okay? So follow at Black Pedro and at Comedian Shang.
Follow at Comedian Shang. If you follow me, your feet won't stink and Jesus will love you. I think that yeah. I mean, if you're religious, if you believe in that kind of imaginary motherfucker in the sky. Oh, whoa.
Oh, wait, hey, you cracked the curse barrier. Let's get into it, goddammit.
Did I say that? Oh.
We started with the little atheism, y'all. Let's go. Savage AF. Fuck your feelings, facts matter.
This show is going down.
You see what it is, y'all. Yeah, this is what we do, man. Don't let the jacket and the polo fool you.
Yeah, you look quite dapper, man. I mean, I look like I'm gonna rob a liquor store.
Speaking of dapper, before we get into the crux of the show, I usually don't say crux.
Nobody uses crux,
but I used it. It was the word of the day in my.
And by the way, this is a new set.
Yeah, well, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
Speaking of
the crux,
this is a brand new experience for us. Yeah. Shout out Petty Cash Studios for giving us this little 50s cyber cafe.
Yeah.
Especially with your look, Shang. You look like we came here to plan a robbery. Like a bank robbery. Like,
once they come out of the store.
the shipment come every month like clockwork, baby. I got a cousin working down at the dock.
I am a professional. I have robbed at least $15 trees and I've made a total of $36 total out of the Dollar Tree.
That's not even. That's barely $2 a
$2,
dog. That's,
yeah, but I mean,
oh my God.
I also stole pencils. I don't know what
who for the kids.
Yeah.
It's for the kids.
Who uses pencils?
No, you're part of a revolutionary program that's trying to educate. It's called kids. Savage AF.
Right.
Always for kids.
But this is the set. It's very colorful. It's like if Skittles just said, "Yeah, just take some meth.
Let's open a restaurant, man."
Yeah.
It's just,
it's
if M&M's was just hey.
And if you're high, this table really fucks your head up.
Yeah, you could play checkers without the pieces.
All right, but no, we're going to talk about some topics that just happened. And for all of our followers that normally watch us live, we will be back live. But this is the what you say, the
polished, produced version of Savage AF. Yes, we've grown up. No longer are the days of us sitting in our living rooms while my roommate's cat walks behind me and makes it weird.
Right. It makes it weird. Or my son walks past behind me with his ball swinging.
Yeah. And put on a towel, Cam.
Yeah, a lot of the ladies, our numbers went up though.
Yes.
Yeah.
We appreciate that.
Thank you.
And shout out to all those who do follow us, man. We appreciate it. Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. As of right now, just because we talk politics, hot topics, current events, I will let you know that it is February 11th, 2025 upon the recording of this episode.
We are 3 weeks into the apocalypse.
It's 3:03 p.m.
Is it 3 weeks
on the West Coast?
Has it been 3 weeks of the apocalypse of the orange cunt stick in charge?
The coming of the four horsemen. The first one is orange.
There's something wicked this way comes. Fuck kids with cancer.
The Ichabod Crane.
Yeah,
of
the wild part with me is like, fuck kids with cancer. We need billionaires to have more money to hire
yacht tax
dwarfs to wash our balls.
Just to pick stuff up off the ground. And
that's the part that blows my mind. That they're cutting
child cancer research.
Child cancer research.
If it was like old asshole cancer research,
it'd
like
be different.
Old dude fuckhead research. You know what I mean? Then you'd be like, all right, fuck it.
Like if I had for cancer, the kids? Yeah, if I had cancer in my butthole, it's like, hey man, you're gonna have to take that L.
That sounds painful.
Yeah, but I wouldn't. It doesn't make sense. But we got to talk about the.
So I'm gonna give them the run up.
The run up on the rundown.
Because this we're not the type of show that runs things down. We run up on you. You know what I'm saying? There they are.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna end today's show with a staple of this platform here.
Yes.
It's called Shangry.
Yes.
And it's the musings of the man himself.
And yes, and my Shangry today is Elon Musk go.
I see what
you see the pun.
I see what you did. You see what that?
Yeah, Elon Musk go.
Elon Musk go.
Yeah.
All right, that's gonna be your Shangry today. We're gonna end with that. Before we get into that, your Black Pedro pop in. That's my thing. That's my little segmentations for Savage AF.
This is so different than before.
It's good though.
I like it.
We are growing as a show.
See, the guy that's running the show, Mark. I can say your name unless you're in the witness protection program. It's obviously somebody running this. He said, "Yeah,
he won't be here tomorrow." What happened to Mark?
What happened to Mark? But you can. He said, "Hey, man, just go for it." I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
Because some places don't let us just go for it.
That's what we do. We go.
Okay.
Tell me when to go. All right. So we're going to end with the Shangry. Before that, Black Pedro pop in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I'm going to talk about 2A. We're gonna make it fun. 2A.
Okay.
All right.
I'm waiting for that one.
Yeah. You're going to see
I don't know what's going to go on with that one, but I'm waiting for it.
But before we get into that, being that we're in a cafe setting, can I get a little mustard?
Yeah.
K-Dot killed white America.
Yes,
America
apparently
at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, a lot of people were very disgruntled.
Perturbed?
You know what? I think it's because of Satan. That's what somebody said.
We're going to get into it.
Somebody thought it was the devil programmed the
halftime show. I
didn't
even know the devil was a choreographer.
I didn't know that.
All right. We'll get into it. We'll do some research on that. But before we get into that,
I'm laughing because you said we're gonna do some research.
No, we'll
like we're really
out.
gonna do research. We ain't doing shit.
No, we do our own research.
Yeah, we ain't gonna do shit. We ain't got no staff. We ain't got.
I got Google and ChatGPT.
Yeah, we got ChatGPT or whatever.
That's our producer.
Yeah.
TRILL-VILLE. Before we get into K-Dot, we're gonna talk about TRILL-VILLE. How much do a trillion cost?
Yes.
Let's figure that
out. I've actually done some research on that.
Okay.
And I stopped counting at $1 billion.
Because
a trillion's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's
what we gonna save once we stop making pennies?
It just make no sense.
But before we get into that, again, Savage AF, y'all. It's now 3:07 p.m. on the West Coast, February 11th, 2025.
Yeah.
In the time-space continuum, we're gonna start off with our favorite and most hardest hittingest questions that we do here, because we, no, you got me busted. We are not accredited, certified, or even educated journalists. Okay.
Well, speak for yourself. I took one online.
You took a journalism class?
I took a journalism class
Just
online.
You took one class?
Yeah, one class.
And they gave you
it was tied into my driver's ed.
Oh, like you bundled it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like if you paid $25, you can get a journalist plaque.
Okay.
A little plaque. Mm-hmm. And then also this ticket I had.
I stand corrected. Okay. I am not a certified.
Okay. Yeah. One journalist. Of us has to be journalistically responsible.
I see that. Yeah. That's how checks and balances.
Right.
Okay?
Exactly.
So that being said, although I am not a fully accredited journalist, I do often, and we do often on this show, ask a very hard-hitting, deep question that tends to get to the root, the essence of a given topic. And that question is, motherfucker, say what? Oh, man, motherfucker, say what, y'all? Adam's apple. See what I did?
Why we got to talk about New York, man?
Trumpty Dumpty. Trumpty Dumpty, well, his Justice Department, led by Pam Evil Barbie Bondi,
yes,
has actually dismissed all charges against New York Mayor Eric Adams.
I am shocked.
Well, you don't know. Well, okay, so this is...
I knew it was coming.
While he been passing out pardons like waffles at the Waffle House or whatever, you know what I'm saying? This one is different because the New York mayor, technically in theory, is a Democrat. Former NYPD.
Well, yeah.
One of those tough on crime guys, but he is a Democrat.
He's a Democrat, but he also, if you look at his tongue, it's covered in orange from the Trump's taint.
Well, let's get, I think we do have a picture of him up here. And, okay, so for me, he looks a little bit more like if one of, like, Fat Albert and the gang, like if if one of the kids
grew up.
Like made it, but then forgot about the rest of the gang. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Fat Albert be like, hey, Eric. And then he'd be like, oh, there he goes.
To me, he looks like before he brushes his teeth, he goes, slap dabba doo ba like,
deep dap dilly yada yada day.
Like Louis Armstrong's, like, testicle. That's what he looks like.
Okay.
He does.
Just one.
But that
trumpet playing ball.
The big choppers.
But that is Eric Adams for those who don't know.
For the New Yorkers that don't know. And it's insulting to me that these kind of pardons are going down, because if you look at how he's gone about it, a lot of people he's pardoned simply do not deserve a pardon.
Well, okay, so here's a technicality, and here on Savage AF we do say fuck your feelings. Facts matter. So we try and kick that to you. But so Eric Adams wasn't pardoned because he hadn't been convicted of anything yet.
But
his charges were dismissed. The interesting part though is that they were dismissed without prejudice. Now, I did my own research and I found out that when your charges are dismissed with prejudice, that means the case is gone for good, never coming back. Without prejudice means that case could come back. So now what's interesting about this is that Eric Adams now becomes a bag of raccoon bones on a string that Trumpty Dumpty can pull anytime.
Right. But that's
that he wants the mayor of New York to do anything he wants. including and probably most especially immigration, deportation.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
New York City, Ellis Island, right? Not only historically, but currently New York is a major immigration port in America.
Well, okay,
and he wants him to get Gestapo in it.
If we're going to go there, then, okay, so he basically wants a niglet puppet. He wants a niglet puppet that he can shove his hand up his ass.
I think it's called a nuppet.
A nuppet. That's another new
muppet.
word. That's a Negro puppet is a nuppet. So you stick your hands up there. Mark, don't worry about it. We might get flagged on this one. Then you put your hand up it and you make it talk. But the bottom line is, if you look at the people that he's pardoned, he was going to go down. Big Tooth was going down.
Senior Chicklet.
Yeah, he was definitely
Milk Dud with teeth.
He was definitely going down. So if you look at that, he was going down. And if you look at the January 6th rioters, they were proven. They even said we're guilty. Everybody he pardons is guilty.
So Eric Adams was not convicted. His charges were dismissed. But let's talk about the charges real quick too, since facts matter. No, he was being charged with basically taking bribes, like from foreign governments, including Turkey. First class upgrades around the world.
Oh yeah,
business class upgrades. Extravagant.
Free prostitutes.
Extremely discounted stays at high-end hotels. So yeah,
flat screen TVs.
It was basically a bunch of corruption charges.
It was corruption charges, but the bottom line is, if you're Trump, anybody is corrupt, you have to let them go. Anybody that isn't.
Well, it's like that's the club though. It's the corrupt club.
Yeah.
And they probably looking at him, and he wants the keys to the city of New York.
He got it.
Trump always wants to run New York.
You don't think he got it now?
I'm telling you.
He got it now.
He has a Negro skeleton key for the entire city.
I'm gonna look into the camera. Eric, you are a nuppet now. You will do whatever it takes to stay out of jail so your face won't get graped by some dude named Josephus.
Because he's also former NYPD.
Right. So
cops don't do well in jail.
Cops don't do well in jail. I mean, he's definitely on the grape list. You know what I'm saying?
On the grapevine.
Like, there's a whole bunch of convicts going, we got to move him up to number one. So we know what it is. And I think that the fact that the country is letting this go on and on and on and on, and the Democrats with their pussy ass, you a bunch of pussies. And if I see you in the streets, I will tell you to your face, you're a bunch of pussies. You know this is going on. And you don't do nothing.
I know that you often
don't like.
Yeah, and you get on the Democrats.
I get on the Democrats.
But I would like to say that we do need to spend a good amount of time berating like the millions and millions, the tens of millions of people that voted for, put up with, accept a felon as president. Because, the Democrats can bark and scream and holler, but at the end of the day, we live with a bunch of Americans who accept Donald Trump for who he is.
First off.
And like it.
First off, I think
they like it.
First off, I think you are out of line.
Shang, I'm gonna tell you one time, buddy.
You're out of line.
First of all, lower your voice, buddy.
First, I'll lower my voice. I'm telling you,
get your pressure up.
You don't understand what we are dealing with, and yes, I'll accept eggs being $445.
What eggs? Went to the store last week, wasn't a goddamn chicken in sight.
No eggs, but what we won't stand for is you speaking ill of our president.
I'm gonna tell you something right here. First of all, he ain't president; he's your king. Okay,
yeah, he's a king.
He's your king.
They actually have they want to have a law where it's like the no king law. I'm dead serious. Where you are not a
wasn't that called the Constitution?
That's supposed to be the
dumb motherfuckers.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be the Constitution. But the bottom line is, right now, that the Democrats are trying to roll that out because he's trying to rule like a king. He wants no accountability. They're trying to shut down not only education, but just basic stuff. Again, I'm going back to it. I said it earlier. Cancer research for children.
For the kids, man.
I know some people say fuck the kids, but What's wrong with you?
Not the cancer kids.
Yeah.
All right, man. Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter. Speaking of Trumpty Dumpty and all the things that he do it for one particular class type demographic of persons, specifically in America. There's about 800 of them or so in America.
There's 800
billionaires out of the 2,000 in the world.
Wait a minute.
800 or so.
Okay,
of
so
them.
they count is me, you. No,
we'd need like 68,000 more of us.
Okay, so I thought it was me and you.
No,
I know that last time I counted my account, I looked at my account. I had, let's not even use me.
Okay, yeah. No, we're gonna move on, y'all. Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter. Black Pedro,
Shang,
you know what it is.
And listen, make sure that you subscribe to the channel.
Yeah.
What happened? I had a
little stroke.
Did I have an aneurysm just now? Subscribe to
Somebody's edible kicked in. It's all good.
That was bad.
You got to time that out better next time.
Because I subscribe to that.
Ain't that many S's to subscribe.
It's just this big black cock in my face. I don't like it. What? It looks like.
Oh, the microphone. I was like, wait.
Y'all can't see the microphone. They can see the microphone. Shit. You can see the microphone.
I can see the microphone.
No, it's not a big black cock.
Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings, facts matter. Let's go on a trip to TRILL-VILLE, boys and girls.
Yeah.
Have you ever been? It's a place where very soon, they say, a few trillionaires will live. And let's figure out how much do a trillion cost. Got a little video for you guys right here.
Why did your voice get so...
Well, we're going to make-believe land. Where the trillionaires live.
I think it's going to be a reality.
So, yeah. Check this out, guys, and we'll talk about it on the other side.
Want me to blow your mind? There will be 5 trillionaires within a decade. Want to know what $1 trillion can buy? You could buy every single NFL team, every single NBA team, every single MLB team, every single NHL team
with $1 trillion
3 times. What? And have enough money left over to buy GM, Ford, KFC, Pizza Hut, and Taco Bell, and you'd still have $10 billion left over.
Oh,
wow.
My God.
You think they can't buy a president?
Right.
You think that kind of money can't buy you influence?
Right.
My God.
Yeah.
One human being would have that much money. Dig on that, huh? How about that?
Oh, my God.
That's disgusting.
Good thing it's happy hour.
I wish this was not water.
I hear you, sis. So, yeah.
That's a lot.
At the beginning of the video, he was saying that, we're about 10 years away from having our first trillionaire. I mean,
5 years away.
Well,
because I think Elon Musk, even though I think he's close.
He's already at about 400 billion. So
yeah.
he's approaching half a trill. But we've already talked about how there can only be so many billionaires before there are just like billions of people who have to be poor in order to sustain that.
Yeah,
right? Like,
and that's why I said when they say eat the rich, and I know a lot of I grew up in the punk scene, eat the rich. I really mean that. I mean,
what kind of dipping sauce would you use?
Yeah, I'm thinking, tangy barbecue.
Okay. I'm a hot mustard.
Yeah, hot mustard.
Yeah.
I think that what's going to happen is so many poor people are going to be so poor, they're going to see these rich people, and they better get some really good security because I think they're going to come after them. And if you saw situations like this before, where like I get the top 1%, the top 1% of the 1% get a tax break that they don't fucking need, because for the rest of their life, even if they lost half their money, they still would be like 22, 23 billion in. I think people are going to freak out. I think the zombies are going to come and they're going to run at the gates. It's 24 hours before we're all gone. We're all going to die.
Maybe I'll do ranch.
Ranch?
Instead of...
I don't know. Like, I thought about it. If I landed on a plane and the plane crashed in the Andes, would I eat like the other people... Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Come on. That's a given.
What a silly Negro.
Right. So if I would do that.
Bro, there's no civilization when you're on the mountain, on the plane, and then crash. Yeah, you just go back to your animal instincts.
Yeah, I would absolutely eat them. But there's one person that a billionaire I like. But most billionaires are corrupt and evil orcs.
For me, I don't even care what's in your heart. At this point, it's like it's simple mathematics, baby. You know what I'm saying? If the economy is a pizza pie, there's only so many ways you can slice it. And if somebody takes 9 out of the 10 slices and is like, y'all share this one slice,
then
and I'm gonna take
they
the
have
rest
to be eaten. Eat the rich. If we learn anything from Savage AF today, eat the rich. So we're gonna have a phone number that you can call that'll give you different recipes on how to eat the rich.
Recipes.
We got some that we've learned, the Cajun cooking of the rich. We got some where a lot of spices, Indian, whatever you need.
I have a particular one favorite of mine. It's called Richaroni.
Richaroni.
Yeah, wow. It's a San Francisco treat.
Right.
Rice based, tangy, umami. Yeah.
I'm thinking, who would you eat first, though?
Oh, well, you're probably going to talk about him later. So
yeah, so he would be all right.
We will
save that. But I'm gonna let you know that.
But I just thought that was interesting that 3 times over you could buy every team in every league.
Right.
What do you say? KFC, Pizza Hut, and Taco Bell.
Yeah, but I think
still have $10 billion left.
Well, the one thing I noticed from that, this is how shitty the WNBA is to people. They didn't even bring them up. Like they were more like, yeah, I wouldn't buy that. Fuck these bitches. I'm not buying that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, think about it.
They didn't even think about buying a female league. They didn't even think about
buying a female league, which got really good players.
That's bad.
I'm kidding with you ladies, but I really do think they were really good players. But you noticed that wasn't there?
It wasn't there.
You noticed that wasn't there? So I'm just saying, ladies, maybe you're not as valuable as you thought you were.
They literally bought Taco Bell before they bought.
They bought Taco Bell, which is not even real meat.
I mean, in theory, this was just a hypothetical.
No, but they could.
Nobody's feelings need to get hurt. Fuck your feelings, facts matter.
Yeah, and anybody is offended by anything we say, eat a planet of dicks. How about that? Man, this is going to be a nice, warm, little fuzzy YouTube for you to look at.
Absolutely. Yeah. I didn't even know they had a...
Oh, there'll be some clips from this one.
We're gonna clip it on out. So if we didn't need billionaires, which we don't, then what the hell are we going to do with these trillionaires?
That's not true, because if you look at what the Republicans say, the trickle-down effect is always in effect. They say that, hey, we have to keep the rich super rich because they're going to trickle down the money to the poor.
Well, boys and girls, let's just remember that the word trickle starts with trick.
Yeah.
Got your ass, you know what I'm saying? So let's not fall for that again.
Yeah.
But they already say that like 8 people in America have about $1 trillion worth of wealth.
Right now?
Right now. 8 people.
Wow. The guy that Virgin Airlines guy, is he?
He's British though. Branson.
Branson, does that count?
I mean, let's eat domestically first and then travel the world.
Yeah, let's not
taste the flavors of Britain and Italy and
start at home.
France.
You start at home.
Yeah, he's some good old home cooking.
But he's up there. I think he's up there. He's I don't know if he's a trillionaire, but he's in the billions.
Well, there are no trillionaires yet, but that's what we're talking about. But we're getting there.
Yeah.
Pretty soon 10 people will own every Indian child in the world. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be bad.
I met his assistant. I met Branson's assistant.
Okay.
And
you were supposed to kidnap them so we'd have access.
Fucked up. I was gonna throw a bag over his head and then drag him into the car.
If you ever want to see your assistant again.
I was gonna bane him like, so this is your leader.
You call this
your leader? But I didn't. I let it slide. Well, that was I really in real life. I really did meet him. I met him I was doing a show for the New York Comedy Festival, and I was at the show, and he was at the little gathering party they had.
Okay, yeah.
And when he said it, I thought, you bullshitting. And he was like, no, I'll show you my thing. And he showed and it was really him. I'm like, what are you doing here? I love comedy.
Well, I think that was big of you not to
I was going to
across the
kidnap him.
Mannion, kidnapping.
I always think about kidnapping
No,
people.
but you're getting better at avoiding felonies, dog, and I'm proud of you. I just wanted to say that, brother. Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. Black Pedro, comedian.
I don't even know how to take that. How do you take that? How do you take it? Thanks, Pedro.
No, man. You're doing much better, bro.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
So
I can see the therapy's paying off.
The kidnapping thing.
Got you.
The fact that
But I want to kidnap.
This is how weird I am.
Yeah.
The fact that it rolled through my head, even though he was the nicest guy in the world, I thought
he's got to be worth something. he's got to.
be.
He knows secrets that Branson's not gonna want to get out.
He's gonna want this guy back.
He's gonna want the guy back.
Yeah. So
it makes sense.
I always think of that. Now every celebrity I meet, I'm gonna think about that.
I think you're watching too many Amazon Prime shows, but
yeah,
it's all good, man. We all binge. Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter.
Really
We're talking politics, hot topics, current events. Speaking of current events, I don't know how you eat your hot dogs, man, but I like mine with mustard.
Oh, wow.
On the beach.
Mustard!
As a result of my Detroit Lions falling far short this year.
They did good. That's bullshit. They did really good.
Yeah, that's participation trophies, dog.
No,
we didn't grow up like that, Shane. Come on.
No, I'm saying
it's championship.
Okay,
or bust.
being that he made me a fan, Pedro's made me a fan of your team.
Well, thank you, brother.
But I still thought you got to give them credit to get as far as they got. And
they got farther last year. Listen, don't get me started on it, man.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm on the Pistons basketball. Detroit basketball.
Okay, so
Michigan Wolverines are balling right now.
All right, we'll leave it alone.
But that being said, my team was out of it, so
my team was out of it. Both my teams.
I hopscotched back to my NFL boycott. Save the halftime show.
You didn't watch the Super Bowl?
I did not watch the Super Bowl.
I watched the second half because the first half I heard it was just
it was not a game.
Yeah.
When I was just looking to see when halftime was going to occur, and I just chimed in for halftime, specifically to see your boy K Dot. We got a little picture of him up here for you there. Shout out Kendrick Lamar.
Really?
Compton's finest, man.
I heard it was, one of the worst.
Well, Shane, you gotta stop.
I watched it.
You gotta stop going to the the Klan meetings. Okay?
Yeah, no,
that's where you're gonna hear that talk.
That A is for always love Satan.
What? I thought it was a reference to A minor, like
no,
musical.
that's what it's for. And I don't know if you know that on his jacket, that is a satanic symbol. That's what I heard from a lot of people in the Midwest that said that Satan choreographed
the Super Bowl,
and all those black faces dancing. They're gonna come get you. They're all gonna get you.
They're coming for you.
Yeah.
All right. So Kendrick Lamar
controversy.
The first time a solo rap artist has headlined the Super Bowl halftime show.
Is that historic?
That is history. There, the first black. He had Serena Williams come out. He had
looking
SZA
like
out there with her.
Did you see her dancing?
Yeah, she was
That's
representing.
wild.
She's from Compton.
I could hear her feet stomping over the TV.
Hey man, she's a healthy young lady.
She's a healthy. No, I'm big, but god damn.
I mean, but she's muscular.
I know she's muscular. I'm a bag of broken dreams. But I'm telling you, when she started dancing, I was like, boom, 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 boom.
Stop playing, man.
Boom, boom, boom.
Stop playing. No, she was repping her hood. She was sea-walking.
I think that was disgusting.
At the Super Bowl. What, Serena?
I thought it.
Specifically?
Why are you sea-walking?
Well,
are you repping for the Crips, you incredibly rich tennis star? Fuck out of here, you stupid.
She's from Compton. That's
and
what they do.
Don't give a fuck. You know what? I'm from New York. I've never been in the mob.
Listen, they don't skip. They don't.
It was
jog.
I thought it was
in Compton.
Okay, so are you pro Kendrick?
I'm absolutely pro Kendrick.
I am pro. I'm pro Kendrick for the message he did. There was a lot of message in there. There was a lot of subtext. There was a lot of shit that there was messages that you had to really be in tune to get.
I mean, the show was blacker than the league itself.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it was like,
but the flag being separated by when he jumped through it, and then Sam Jackson Didn't say motherfucker.
So if anybody who didn't see
Watch it.
Yeah, you got to, but he had Samuel L. Jackson playing Uncle Sam.
Dressed
right?
as
Uncle Sam.
Uncle Sam.
And sort of giving Kendrick instructions on, you're too loud, you're too ghetto, don't do it like that kind, like trying to guide him through,
right. Don't you know how to play the game?
Yeah, through the construct.
Is that Samuel Jackson acting and everything?
and then Kendrick had all black bodies, all black dancers forming, the U.S. flag, right? And that representation, like you said, he had it divided, but it was this symbol of like black bodies forming these American icons.
You
right?
don't think
like,
you've been a little esoteric there, a little bit too?
And that's the other part about Kendrick that I love. I don't get too far into it, but I do love the videos where it's like, all right, I'm breaking down the 13 ways in which Kendrick Lamar was directly talking to God. Okay. He opened a portal last night.
Yes.
It's like people really get into like break it down. They're like the performance was exactly 7 minutes and 47 seconds long, which if you add that up, that's 18, which is the street that he lived on when he was 18 and for 18 months.
Yes. And think about that.
See?
And I think that people putting too much into it. I think that the people said, "Oh, he dissing Drake," and Drake don't give a shit. Drake
gives a shit.
Well, Drake don't give a shit when
he gave a shit in his pants.
Well, I think
listen,
Drake. You know why I think, and people gonna say because I'm light skinned, I'm taking his side. I'm not that type of light skin. He did murk him.
At the Super Bowl, Kendrick Lamar looked into the camera and said, "Drake, I hear you like I'm young." Like he called him
at the Super Bowl
a P-file.
Yeah.
At the Super Bowl. Drake,
I don't think that Beyonce's ever done that.
Drake gave an entire shit in his pants.
Well, I mean, I think the reason I say that is because he's the most downloaded streaming whatever artist of all time. That wouldn't sweat me. I would go wash my tears away with champagne and hooker's pussy.
I don't know. A man call you a P-file.
At
the Super Bowl on the microphone,
it wouldn't make me a difference.
He wasn't in the stands just yelling Drake's a pedo.
I would, you know what? I'd scrub my skin with diamonds so my skin would be smoother if I was Drake. None of that would sweat me. Come on, man. But was the performance a good performance?
I believe it was.
Okay.
I believe it was well choreographed in this way that he was clearly trying to send messages, make statements that I think were righteous, conscious.
No, I thought they were absolutely.
And done in this completely intelligently artistic way.
But if you look at the majority white crowd, they were like, I don't know this
It wasn't
song.
for them.
I don't know who is swimming pools.
It wasn't for them.
I don't understand be humble. Fuck you. I'm not, they didn't get it. They didn't get it. Most people didn't get it. I'm not sure it
was for them.
I don't know. I'm not a big country fan, but I actually enjoyed Dwight Yoakam. And don't you tell nobody that, people. Don't you?
We can edit that out.
Mark is texting it out to somebody right now. Don't you tell nobody that So
glad we didn't go live this week.
Yeah, if we didn't went live, I'd have got burnt up. No, but I'm saying I think that the performance wasn't what I thought it would be. I thought it would be a little bit more. It wasn't as entertaining to me, but I like the I'm using this word again. I never use this word, subtext. I like the fact that he had some message there. I like the fact Sam Jackson. I like that part of it. And when he basically indicated to him like, "Hey, dude, you got to do stuff that the people like." And then he did some songs that were a little bit more, he brought out two of Drake's ex-girls, which is Dagger. He daggered him. And so now when Drake goes on tour, what will happen?
Not Oakland.
All I know is that there's a video of him hugging Mahone. And they're both crying.
Who, Drake and...
Drake and Mahone just hugging each other. And I think...
Drake wasn't at the Super Bowl, was he?
I don't know.
I hope not.
They're hugging... Photoshop, AI. Okay. And they're hugging each other because I think that Drake felt like Mahone felt because the Eagles fucked them over.
Oh, yeah.
And hurt feelings that day. I didn't think they were going to beat their ass like that. That was a Super Bowl where I was just like, yo, this ain't even fucking fair. It's like pistol whipping a baby.
Well, most of America, I think, believed that the Chiefs deserved it.
Really?
Yeah, there was a lot of, there were boycott movements around it because nobody wanted to see the Chiefs win again. So, it depends. Obviously, there's a lot of Chiefs fans as well.
Right, yeah. What about, fuck
a lot of people hate the Eagles as well.
What is it? Fuck the Chiefs?
I mean, no,
because
they got so much help from the refs is the perception. I was joking all week that the Super Bowl is going to be the Philadelphia Eagles versus the refs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm pulling for the refs. Hope
who are you shooting for?
That somehow the stadium would explode and the Lions would end up playing somebody.
So some way bring the Detroit Lions back.
No, I really don't care. Like if my team isn't in it.
Oh, you don't care?
I pretty much not care.
Taking the place of the Eagles will be the Detroit Lions.
I'm still not back to watching the NFL, right? The last 2 seasons I have watched. I have watched the Detroit Lions.
Is there somewhere else we can say?
I've only watched the Detroit Lions. I've not watched any other football games. Okay. And once the Lions were out, I was done.
Okay.
Actually, I'll admit, I got last year in the Super Bowl, not this year. I went to a friend's house after work, and I caught some of that game, but I was there mostly they had the little corn dogs with the dipping cheese.
Those are good.
And I was there for that, for real.
As a big man, I go,
yeah,
those are tasty.
They're like the pig in the blanket type of thing, too.
And I stopped eating a lot of meat, but I make an exception for that.
There you go.
I was rooting for the Eagles because I thought Philly needs the boost. I thought Kansas City already had, 2 in a row?
Yeah, they were going for a historic 3-peat.
So I was like, I was rooting for the Eagles. And also I think that the way they shit on Hurts, the quarterback, that's the quarterback for the Eagles, for the people who don't know. I wanted to see him kind of have a redemption of okay, you think I'm not good enough? I'm going to show y'all. And so I thought that was the most
it was also historic because
gratifying.
it was 2 black quarterbacks facing each other.
Was it?
That had never occurred. Yeah.
Was it?
I mean, don't listen. You and Mahomes, y'all about the same shade of nigger. Okay, and I'm just gonna say the boy black.
Yeah. Okay. No, I agree. And I saw his father.
Now he does sound like the dude from what's it called?
What?
Down in that. What's his name? Kenny. Well, the white comedian dude that downward and outward and bound and down.
You can't remember it. Yeah, well, we'll cut that out.
The baseball. It's the baseball. Eastbound and down. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate
that. We can act like we're actually here.
Eastbound and down.
Eastbound and down. But no,
he sounds like that, but
is black. I saw his father kicking it with Snoop and the ghost of DMX. And he's a trust me, he's blackety black. His pops.
Black, y'all.
But no, I was rooting for the Eagles. Right. And the reason with Kendrick, I was sitting there going, hey, come on, Kendrick. Come on, I like some of your music. And I was sitting there going, It didn't move me like I thought it would move me. And I didn't think about Drake. I didn't give a fuck about Drake. You know what kind of music I listen to. I don't even listen to that much. I listen to Evil Dragon, metal, rock, punk, jazz. Yeah, great music.
Shang's music sounds like bats with rabies.
Right.
I given a drum set.
I I grew up on, I don't even know who it's going to be. It's I grew up on metal and Bad Brains. And, you're right.
Every song starts like that.
And Bad Brains and
it's scary.
Which is actually a punk metal group, and Fishbone and stuff like that. But I tried to give him grace, and I just sat there going, not moving me. The message moved me, but not the songs. It didn't. There was no bangers.
All right. Well,
not like us. We know
that's like the most downloaded song in the history of songs.
No, it's not.
Bro, it went
not more than Frozen.
It went like 1 billion streams.
No, yeah, but the girl from what's the song 13 Frozen?
Minutes.
I can make a snowman.
I don't have kids. I've never seen that.
Okay, yeah, the Frozen. Trust me,
that's for the
those
kids.
little kid songs are and they're not bangers. It's not something you want to fuck a girl by. You don't want to put on Frozen and fuck a woman because it's just not sexy. But I'm telling you, the kids love it.
Okay, well, there you go. Savage AF, man, fuck your feelings, facts matter.
He tied me back in. I don't know if y'all can see that. He rained.
I'm like, yeah, I didn't know Disney made fuckable songs at all.
Disney got a
What's the Disney movie with a fuckable song? I don't know which one that is.
There gotta be one.
I've seen a lot of them, but
wait a minute. There gotta be one.
Hakuna Matata?
Hakuna Matata. It means no worries. That's not.
So bend over, girl. This ain't gonna hurt. Like, I don't know.
Know what's.
All right. Savage AF, man.
I'm
fuck
trying
your
to figure out.
Facts matter.
Now, next show, we're gonna find songs that Disney made to fuck by.
Disney songs you can fuck to.
Disney songs to fuck.
Fucking to the tunes. Yeah. All right, y'all. Savage AF. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. All right. We were talking about 2 black quarterbacks in the Super Bowl.
Right.
So I'm going to bring it back to the blackness. I am your boy, Black Pedro.
Yes, he is.
And when I give it to y'all, I give it to you a little something like this.
Hey, hey, hey. It's your boy, Black Pedro. Popping in, hey, hey, hey. With another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'.
This your boy Black Pedro with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'. As we sort of kick off this new rendition of Savage AF.
Yes.
I've watched the show grow so much over the years.
It's very colorful.
Ups, downs, all arounds. But Savage AF, we are here in our current format.
Right.
And my first Black Pedro poppin' here at Petty Cash Studios. I would like to refocus my brothers and sisters out there.
Okay.
And energize, inspire y'all to go ahead and exercise your 2A. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
2A, that's a shorthand for the Second Amendment.
Okay. Wow.
Go out there, guys. While we still have some rights left, they're like eggs. They're flying off the shelf. But while we still have some rights, I do responsibly encourage you to legally exercise your Second Amendment rights, find training, become responsible, become accurate.
Yeah.
Go hunting, do whatever. Just be an American.
What would you say to be American?
Just be an American. You know, It's a very American thing to do. And I'm not sure that enough of us do it. And given the times that we are in, I would say go ahead and because here's the they shipping the field labor to Guantanamo.
Yeah.
And then everybody's like, well, then who's gonna pick the fruit?
Yeah. I want my avocados.
And then they got a bunch of Negroes in jail.
Right.
And I'm just thinking they took the field hands and shipped them to Guantanamo.
They nixed.
And then
they
got some more field hands in the. And if we let it keep going like that, and they become trillionaires, what do we get? Moon slaves. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeff Bezos wants to fly you up to the moon so you can work in a zero gravity warehouse.
Yeah, you can work the mines with women with 3 titties. By the way, that was a Total Recall reference.
That's a Total Recall reference.
Yeah.
I always wondered what that third titty felt like.
Yeah. I never even thought about it that way. All right, but no.
Back to the topic at hand.
Right,
so yeah, man, I've talked to you about it, and I've talked to our audience about the journey. But I would encourage that, along with, being politically active, voting, participating in all aspects of American society and politics, and civility. That you also go ahead and while we still got it, use that 2A, baby. You know what I'm saying?
So you're saying on the show that we are taping in the studio, and to start this new journey off, gun up. That's basically what you're saying.
My mother wants to buy a bazooka. That's all I'm saying.
Wow.
I'm talking her down to a crossbow, but yeah.
And people give me shit for the things I say. He's like, basically, I'd like you all to have guns.
Well, I didn't say that.
You did. You just said
exercise your Second Amendment rights.
Your Second Amendment
when
rights.
When you say gun up, it makes me sound like I'm starting some revolution in here, man. I put on the polo shirt so they wouldn't see me. Black people, it's time to rise up. Okay?
I didn't even see that coming. It just
That's
sounds
not what
like
I mean. I don't mean.
It does sound like you mean arm up and get ready for a possible.
No. What I'm saying, boys and girls, is
that's not what you're saying.
Exercise a right that allows you to defend yourself.
Okay.
Should the need occur. Okay. And it's one of those things where it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it.
Okay.
Like a condom at a brothel.
Right. Okay, that made sense. I thought you meant like the purge. Right?
That, I think, is within the realm of possibility given our current state. And yes,
if we pass,
it would, I mean, sure, spiked bats, obviously, right? You know what I'm saying? Chainsaw, sure. Right? Yeah, everybody's going to be doing that.
Come on, man. Everybody knows you ride on a motorcycle with acid and a water gun and you squirt people.
Okay.
I
hadn't thought about that.
That's not in any of the movies, so don't put it in the movie script writers.
That's done.
But no, I think that you're right. But at the same time, I think there's a fear when you say that everybody should get guns.
I didn't say that.
No.
I said... What? Maybe I didn't say it right now in this segment, but I have said it in the past. You know, I'm talking about sane,
right,
right-minded, conscious, righteous people
to have guns,
exercise Second Amendment right, because there are a lot of non-sane, non-righteous people who have guns and want to do non-righteous, insane things,
right.
And usually when you say, hey, man, don't shoot me, they don't listen.
Right. See, I can't get a gun right now because of some things that I ordered, and everybody think I was bullshitting you. Next show, I will bring them in. Chinese death throwing stars.
Yeah.
Did
you get the ones with the poison tips?
No, I can't afford those. Come on, man. Those are expensive.
Yeah, right.
But I did purchase them for a joke.
Okay.
$35 for anybody that needs to know.
Okay.
I got to learn how to throw them because I tried it, and I tried it in my bathroom. There's a little thing, and it made a hole, but it kind of bounced off and almost hit me in the leg.
Okay.
So I'm not good at it.
Yeah. Yet.
But yet. So I'm going to order some more.
On Saturday afternoons, you can find Shang at Pan Pacific Park.
Just throwing death. They're called death Chinese throwing stars.
Let me tell you, if you hear the star coming, it is too late. Don't forget to exercise your rights, y'all, in any way you can. Yes. Legally. Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter.
Yes.
That was your Black Page will pop in for the day. We're going to end today's show here on Savage AF with the man himself. I know it's an emotion that honestly only he can feel.
Yes.
But he is Shangry.
Shangry.
He is.
No. I'm very Shangry. I'm very, very Shangry. What makes me Shangry is the rich people. No, I don't really talk like that, and I don't want you to think I'm making fun of anybody that does talk like that. But I do really think that this Shangry pretty much explains how I feel, and I think Elon must go. Yeah. Yo, what's going on? This is my Shangry for today. How rich does a motherfucker need to be? How much money does he need to feel okay? Okay, he threw up a Hitler sign. People say it wasn't a Hitler sign. I don't know. The first time, maybe no. The second time, absolutely. You threw up a Hitler sign. And all you people that happen to be of Jewish descent, you kind of felt like a little uncomfortable watching him do that, but you didn't really speak out on it like you did pertaining to everybody else. You didn't speak out on it the same way, and that bothers me. That bothers me. But this is my beef with Elon Musk, the shadow president. Would you say he's a shadow president?
I just call him president.
Yeah, just call him president. The fact that his money, actually, since Trump has become president, he has doubled his money. He was worth $200 billion. Now he's worth $400 billion. So what do you think in the first 3 weeks? In 3 weeks, he's going to be worth $600 billion. And then the next thing you know, he's going to be a trilly. And then after that, guess what's going to happen? Guess what's going to happen, motherfuckers? I'm talking to y'all. He's going to put us all in fucking cans of cat food. You know it's gonna happen.
Moon slaves.
It's gonna be moon slaves. He's right. So what do we have to do as Democrats? You pussies. You feckless pussies. What do we have to do to stop this dude? Other than we called the Avengers, they haven't shown up. He's still stacking money. He's actually cutting funding for places that we didn't elect him. It's like I saw a meme that said it was Sam Jackson again. I don't remember nobody electing you, motherfucker. That was my Sam Jackson from Pulp Fiction.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I don't know if it was all right. So the thing is, what do we have to see? And I'm gonna say you MAGAs, all you fucking MAGAs, what do you have to see about this man that he's doing nothing but grifting and stealing your money? And he's taking the money and he's got his little orc men. You see his little minions. He got like these little 19-year-old tech boys that are actually fucking around with all the money that some reason is
$6 trillion.
Is it $6 trillion?
$6 trillion.
It is going down. So I want to ask you people, what else you fucking need to see from Elon Musk to know he's not about that? And we all talk about deportation. That motherfucker's not from here. He's not from here. So why don't we deport him? Why don't we deport, what's Trump's wife's name? I call her Snake Lady.
Melania.
Is it Melania?
Yeah.
Okay, Snake Lady.
Melania,
yeah, Snake Lady. Yeah, she was definitely in the movie Conan. I don't know if you're not the one that worships snakes. Look at her face. She's a snake. And we should deport her because she came here on a fucking fake ass visa. And
Barron is an anchor baby.
Yeah, Barron is an anchor baby and a future serial killer. That motherfucker got Dexter written all over his face.
He ran up on Joe Biden like he was like he's sonning an old man.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm gonna eat your brain, like, you
bro,
fucking creepy.
Chill out.
I wouldn't let him watch my kids, you creepy bitch. Listen, we have to stop Elon Musk now. He's not an elected official. The fact that we're letting him run rumshot, is that the word? I don't know.
I think
roughshod. I said rumshot.
I'm gonna need a shot of rum after this.
Close. Y'all knew what the fuck I meant. Quit judging me. The bottom line is Elon Musk is actually the one that is actually gonna make us have to eat the rich. And we talked about it in this show, and I'm gonna say this before we go. If we don't stop this motherfucker, because it's not going to be Trump stopping him because he loves money too much, we're going to have to do something. And if we don't do something, we deserve to open our ass cheeks and let the penises fly in because they're just going to keep fucking us. And that's our fault.
I'm going to go with barbecue sauce instead. That's my final sauce.
That's my final
we eat
thought.
the rich, y'all. Savage
Shangry.
AF, man.
Savage AF, we here.
You know what it is. That was your Shangry for today. That was your show for today.
That was the show for today.
That was the show for today. So once again, don't forget, we are on YouTube. We have our channel.
Yes.
YouTube.com/C/SavageAF World. All one word. All the shows will be archived there for you. Catch us on all the podcast platforms. Savage AF, Fuck Your Feelings,
Yes.
Facts Matter, Black Pedro.
Comedian Shang. Also, you're going to be checking me out. Go to my website, IamShang.com, and you can check out the live shows. We're going to be doing some shows in London in April. I'll be doing the Real Deal Comedy Jam in April in London. I will be doing some shows in New York at the Comedy in Harlem and a bunch of other shows. Check out the website, and you'll see all the shows. Cancun Comedy Festival. I'll be at a lot of places, so come see me, and if you laugh, great. If you don't, I hope you get herpes.
And that's a sincere hope.
Yeah.
He really means that. Savage AF, Fuck Your Feelings, Facts Matter. Before we go, we're going to leave you with these little bits of wisdom here, guys. All right?
Is it 3?
I don't even know anymore. I just lost
know.
count, man. But just keep in mind that if you are white and you voted for Donald Trump, then you are either really, really rich, really, really racist, or both. And if you are not white and you voted for Donald Trump, then you are either really, really rich or dumb as fuck.
I'm going to go with dumb.
Savage AF, y'all.
Let's go with dumb.
We'll see you next time. Deuce.